Hey guys, Sheri Ann Richerson from ExperimentalHomesteader.com here today, and it is hot in Indiana today. Um, I started out the day in a sweatshirt because it was kind of cool yesterday, especially yesterday evening when I was out in the yard doing a few things. And I ended up having to change into a t-shirt, and it's still pretty hot because man, was I sweating. And I'm not even outside. It's 71 degrees in my house. We, of course, have no heat on, and I've had the front door open. But outside, that sun is hot. And this is a good thing because, we're the middle of May here. We should have our garden going, and we don't. Jeff is definitely going to have to till it at least once more, maybe twice, before I can get in there and plant. I did harvest some lettuce last night, and I got quite the harvest, which was really, really nice. And even Jeff is starting to notice the difference between homegrown lettuce and store bought. He said even the texture was different, and this is true. The homegrown lettuce that I grow is almost melt in your mouth. It is so tender, and you can feel that tenderness when you're washing it or putting it in your salad bowl. So, definitely the homegrown is a lot different. And it's taken him a while, I think, to realize that the homegrown vegetables are actually more tender and taste better. But he's getting there. So, we've had kind of a busy morning. Jeff's sister is in Chicago doing some training for her job, and his mother had a massage this morning. So we had to go pick her up and bring her over for her massage, and it was running a little bit over the time she thought she was going to get done. So we actually went and had some lunch because I was starving. I don't know what the deal was yesterday, but I definitely was really hungry, and I had a lot of trouble sleeping last night. And so I got up today and I said, I've got to go get something to eat. And so that's what we did. And then we picked up his mother, and he brought me home, and he had to take her home and then go straight to work because things were just not running on the right schedule today. So, but that's okay. Things happen. And so we got that out of the way. Now, yesterday I made my 10,000 step goal that I had set on Fitbit. I haven't made that for a few days. I've been doing like 5, 6, maybe 8,000 steps, but not the 10,000. So yesterday I did 10,214. That equals 4.1 mile. I burned 1,949 calories. I was active for 44 minutes. However, I went 419 calories over because my intake was 1,868. And like I said, I was still hungry, so I don't know what's going on. Um, I know we had ran out of the fruit, and because of the job schedule and the busyness, I haven't got out to get any more fruit to eat. So maybe that's the difference. I haven't had as many vegetables either because, like I said, I haven't got to the store. So we will probably be doing that tomorrow or Saturday. I know a lady told me today that Rock's Concessions is going to be set up over at the church in Gas City on 10th Street on Saturday, and she wants us to go over there. She's actually going to buy, and she wants us to get two tenderloins. She said they're like $10 a piece. So we're going to go do that because I've never had a Rock's tenderloin. And so that sounds really good to me, and that's what we're going to do Saturday. I don't know what else is on the agenda. I guess it's going to depend on what the ground is like, if it has rained anymore. If we're able to get outside and do some yard work, that's what I'd like to do. Jeff is going to look at his mom's car, I hope, again, depending on weather, because we're really needing a second car. So, we'll see how that goes. He did get the job on days. So, I'm not sure how it's going to work because for his training, he said he'd be going in really early in the morning. But then, once he's trained and on the job, it's going to be kind of a split shift between first and second. So I don't know that it's going to give him any more time at home. He may not be as tired, so he may feel more like doing things on the weekend. We're just going to have to wait and see. And I know I had asked some of you about places to rent here in Marion for my daughter. I think we have found a place. I'm waiting on her to put in her application and see if she gets approved. But I talked to the man today to see what we could work out as far as the deposit, because the house does need a lot of work. Just drywall, mud, and painting, but you know, that is a lot when those things need done. And I told him pretty well that I could take care of that because I've done the work here on this house. I've been dealing with that kind of stuff since I was a teenager because Larry owned a handyman service, and I used to go to work and help him once in a while when the men that he hired couldn't help or when he needed extra help. And I was actually part of the crew that painted the Moose Lodge in Gas City back in the 80s. So it was mid to late 80s when we did that. And I don't remember what year. But anyway, I was part of that crew, and I had helped paint a few places around here in Marion as well. So I've been doing it for a long time, so I'm very confident that this is something that I'm capable of doing. I know Sarah knows how as well, but I'm just thinking, you know, if I can help out in any way, I will. Now, I received a lot of items for review today, and I do need to tell you, I did receive these items for free or at a reduced price in exchange for my honest review. All opinions are my own. So first up, I got another one of these tie racks. This one actually holds more than what the other one did, and I think they're going to be great for organization because while Jeff doesn't have that many ties, you can use them for belts, scarves, and other things of, you know, the same dimensions as a tie. So I think this is going to be great because I have a lot of scarves and things, and they get put in a drawer or they get put in a bag, and I forget about them. So definitely looking forward to that. I also received another portable scanner, and this one scans in at 600 dpi, so I'm thinking it might be better for doing photographs. So we'll see. I received this packet of organic green bean seeds, and these are the green ones. Let's see. These are Provider bush beans. So I know that some of the pests attack the green ones a little bit more, but that's okay because I will intermix them with the purple ones and kind of try to hide them. And I will also use diatomaceous earth on them if anything gets on them to kind of repel some of the pests and help deal with that issue. So I'm thinking I'm going to grow a lot of green beans this year and do a lot of canning because with Sarah and the kids here in Marion, I'm thinking, okay, hopefully she'll come and help me, but if she doesn't, at least if they run low on food, I'm going to have plenty extra to share with them. So I also received, this is for cigars, and this is a humidor, I believe. I don't remember the exact name of it, but this is what it looks like. And no, none of us smoke. Let me open this up. This is supposed to hold 7, so quite a bit of room in there. But I'll tell you what I'm thinking about doing with this, and it may or may not work. I am thinking that some of my seeds that need very specific moisture requirements, that's what it looks like in the box. Very specific humidity requirements, some of those that I really have a hard time with. I'm thinking I might be able to use this to help them germinate easier, because sometimes that is a huge issue. We'll see how it works out. I've been told that you can do things like aged cheese in this, although it's rather small. So I don't know that I'll try that, but I'm thinking more seeds, and maybe I'll find some other uses for it as well, so we'll just have to wait and see. And the last thing that I got, and this is going to be so much fun, because I am planning to get a swimming pool, and I don't know if it'll be this year, but my old swimming pool was actually destroyed in a storm. it actually wrapped it around my privet hedge out there, and it completely destroyed it. And insurance was going to replace it, and we ended up spending the money on the roof on the garage because it needed to be replaced more than the swimming pool. And so we never got to get another pool put in, and I've missed having a pool. I don't really swim, but I love to float and just kind of hang out in the pool on those really hot days. So I got this for review, and this is, to my understanding, for adults, so I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And I'm sure when Miss Trinity sees it that she's going to want to get on it, and maybe even Olivia. I know they're going to need help at this age, and life jackets, of course, but I'm just thinking this is going to be a fun thing and something that I'm going to really enjoy. Because like I said, I'm looking forward to, I need to get some bills paid off before I can do a pool, but I'm looking forward to getting that done and being able to have a pool, because that'll be really nice again. And the last item that I received is from Blooms of Bressingham, and I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, now these came packaged like this, and I actually got two. So I'm just going to show you the tags. This viola here did not survive shipping very well, but I think it will be okay. Interestingly enough, this one is named Sarah, so that's kind of funny. This is a yarrow called Little Moonshine, so very, very bright yellow. And I love yarrows. I have a whole collection of them up on the hill of different colors because they multiply quite rapidly. They don't take a whole lot of care, and I'm trying to get plants to fill in that hill so we don't have to mow and maintain up there. Of course, last year we've had a lot of volunteer seedlings and stuff pop up, little trees and things, and I do need to get up there and do some work because I put the yarrow and bee balm and stuff like that up there so that it would kind of naturalize. Okay, and the next set that I got, these are also from Blooms of Bressingham. Wow, there we go. This is a viola named Isabella. Perennial. Okay, very pretty. Offhand, I'm not thinking of the, oh, there it is. This is a ragged robin, petite Jenny. So I was trying to think of the common name of it. And that's very pretty. That's one that I do not have currently, so a new addition to the garden. And we have a Heuchera Firefrost. And I absolutely love Heucheras. Okay, part shade to shade, that's what I thought. I really love them in the shade garden because they add that splash of color that most hostas just don't have. It would be really interesting if you could get hostas in blacks and reds and so forth, but you just, they're greens, yellows, whites, things like that. So the Heuchera can really add that splash of color that I think is so important in the shade garden to have. So I'm really excited about these plants and really excited to start growing them and seeing what they grow out as. Now, for those of you that have never seen plants come like this, I'm going to show you the inside of this. Okay, this is what they look like. Okay, and what I will do with these is I won't put them in the garden like this because I found they just don't thrive. What I do is I will tease the roots out of that compact shape a little bit, not a lot, just a little, and I will pot them up in a pot and get them to start growing in that pot a little bit, and then I will plant them out into the garden because that will give them more roots. We do have clay soil here in Indiana, and so it's a little harder sometimes to get things to establish And with the amount of weeds and stuff that I have, I want to get those cleared out before I put anything in this year. And so it's going to be a process, but that's okay because these will set in a pot in the greenhouse and continue to grow on and be much larger when they do get in the garden, and definitely thrive a lot better. They will require less frequent care. They will still need watered and stuff, but it won't be like checking them several times a day to make sure the little root ball hasn't died out and that kind of thing. So, definitely looking forward to that. If you have any questions about these plants, be sure to leave them in the comments, because if I don't know, I will certainly be willing to find out for you. I do have contacts at Blooms and Pressingham. So, I'm excited. So, plants are my favorite. So, they're the best review items, really, because I enjoy them so much. So, I hope you guys will subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another vlog. Have a great night, guys.